Recommended books for 2020. Welcome in, fam. Much love. Trav here. Going to bring with you a library tour of what I'm reading, what I've been reading, why you should read. I'm going to give you some tips on how to speed read, how to read faster. As Warren Buffett said, and Bill Gates both said, if I had one superpower, it'd be the ability to read faster. And it's not something that you're going to notice every night or the first night, but if you read every night and you do it over the course of a year, you do it over the course of years, you're going to notice a massive change over time because you're literally downloading the best things from the best people in history, right? Mentors from so many decades, so many centuries, from 2-3 millennia ago. So it's a really powerful thing that you can do, especially in today's age when people are so distracted on their phones. If you have the discipline and the attention and the focus to sit down at night, turn off your phone, set yourself a curfew, read for an hour a night, you're going to get through a book a week, and that's going to be 50 bucks a year, and that's going to be, well, it's going to be a lot of books over time. At times, I had a pace of reading for 2, 3, 4 hours at night, and that really changed my life and the things that I learned, and I really want to share that with you. So I'm going to go through not every single book, but some of the books, and some of the important books are absent, so just so that you know, in 2015, I took Tai Lopez's 67 Steps, and it motivated me to start reading again. Before then, I had read some books. I had read a lot of fiction growing up, and since 2015, I've probably read, this library has about 200 books. I've given away at least 100, if not 200 books. I've read maybe 400 books in the last 4 years, which is 100 books a year, which is 2 books a week, which is also 400 books times $15 is about $6,000 to $8,000 that I maybe spent on continuing education, but it's worth it if you spend this money. A lot of these books are business, and one idea has made me all my money back. So it's worth it. $6,000 was like 1/4 of college, University of Washington. So really good deal. And yeah, if you stick around, I'm going to talk about speed reading a little bit. So I have it broken up into different categories here. I have some science textbooks on nutrition and psychology, physiology. I had Dr. David Buss's Evolutionary Psychology, don't have that anymore. Robert Greene, Laws of Human Nature, Creating a Life Together, on community building. I have some books on relationships and some of it's Evo Psych, Sex at Dusk. I had Sex at Dawn, Evolution of Desire, David Buss. Books on touching. Time's an amazing book by a German scientist, all about time. My Secret Garden is like erotic fantasies of women. It's kind of interesting just to know as a man. The Selfish Gene, Richard Dawkins is one of the most important scientists of our time. And I've given away a lot of books. There's a lot of really important books in my book list. There's going to be a link to it down below, freelivinggoals.com/books. A lot of the important books I've given away. I still have a lot of them though. Seth Godin's an amazing marketer. John Wooden, legendary coach. E-Myth Revisited. Michael Gerber is really good. Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth. Some books on how to read. So let me just stop here on how to read books. The first thing that I did is I got a bunch of books on how to read books on speed learning and speed. Where's Bounce in here? If I have that. I might not have that anymore. How We Learn, Thinking Fast and Slow. I wanted to learn how to read fast. So one thing it turns out is it's really important to read the correct books. If you read the wrong books, you're going to waste your time. That's not obvious, but I mean, you're going to read a bunch of fiction. You won't necessarily benefit from that. So it matters what you read. You're looking for nuggets. If you get the point of a paragraph, you can skip to the next paragraph. If you get to the point of a chapter, you can skip to the next chapter. You don't get a medal for reading every word. It's a waste of time. There's an opportunity cost. You're not going to get through 1,000 books by reading every single word an hour a day. It's going to take you too long, and you don't have to. Some of these books I'm not going to mention because they're not that good, like Wellpreneur. It's a short book. You get the point. I spent an hour on this book, and I turned every page. And I got the point of it, right? So that's an important thing. Some of the books are worth reading every word. Some of the books are not. Power of Broke by Damon John is an amazing book about starting their business. Relentless by Tim Grover. He trained Michael Jordan and Dwayne Wade, top trainer in the NBA. Some books on sales. Dream Machine is really cool. It's Bob Proctor. You know him from The Secret. Just about self-development stories. Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi is a really good copywriting book. Any good copywriting book is worth a lot of money because it can make you a lot of money. Marketing, random books. This is my 67 Steps journal that I still have. So yeah, business, leadership, learning, and then I have some biographies in here. Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Bill Walton, John Wooden, Twitter, Facebook, Robert Cialdini, Persuasion. He's like the world's eminent leader in persuasion. Is really good. Sam Walton, Patrick Lencioni, Getting Naked If You're a Coach or a Consultant is really good. The best book for coaching and consulting is The Prosperous Coach. I gave that book away, I haven't got it back. Everything Store, Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson. Pour Your Heart Into It. Howard Schultz on Starbucks is really good. Business, I probably got Elon Musk. Probably got more from reading biographies than almost anything. And I had a lot more in here. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Tesla, a lot of them have been given away. And then here I have Adventure and History. Guns, if you want to understand the world, Guns, Germs, and Steel and Sapiens are really good. I have the Quran, I have the Tao Te Ching, or the Tao. I've got the New Testament, I had the Old Testament, I had the Bhagavad Gita. Those are books that got given away. Genghis Khan, I think, is important to learn, especially if you're an Asian man, but really interesting ramifications on diet and transportation and network and governing and all sorts of things. I have some books on sort of family history of the Chinese side of my family. What's missing here? Yeah, so some of these adventure books. I'm missing Skeletons of the Zahara, Kon-Tiki. Oh, here's Kon-Tiki. I find adventures just make life easier when you read them. True life adventure stories. Got The Prince. Oh yeah, Will Durant. I had some more Will Durant, but that also got given away. Will Durant is like pop history, but Tai Lopez thinks he's one of the 10 most influential people of our time, or will be. Yogananda. I've got Wizard of Menlo Park, Edison. And then the bottom, I have food and agriculture. I work in food and agriculture. I wrote a food and ag book. I wanted to read, and a lot of these have been given away too, 30 books before I write a book. So some books on sheep, shepherding, a lot of Joel Salatin on farming. That's Ty's original mentor. Some how-to books, Food and Power in Hawaii, Farmer's Market, Michael Pollan. Originally, Omnivore's Dilemma is the book that sort of led me to everything. That's Michael Pollan. I have my book, one of my books, The Food Life. If you want a copy of that, that's on Amazon. You can search Travis Wu on Amazon and you'll find that. And then I have some of the books that I'm reading. Mongol Queens, it's about women in leadership in the Mongols. Blue Zones, I talk about this book a lot, How to Live Longer. 21 Laws of Leadership, and Think and Grow Rich. So those are the books that I recommend for 2020. You want to advance yourself, you want to advance your life. Again, some resources, you can check out my books on Amazon, and you can also check out my book list, and there'll be a link to that below, freelivinggoals.com/books. I haven't updated that in a couple years, but in the last 2 years, I've almost exclusively read Amazon and then non-essential business books. I feel like I've read most of the essential business books already. The One Thing, this is a book I didn't mention that's really good. Why We Sleep is the best book on sleep, updated for the modern times. I found Bounce over here. Turning Pro is a really good book on stopping an amateur person. Some books on real estate and making deals. Systematization. Another good book I'm missing is The Millionaire Fast Lane. I've got Wayne Dwyer. Yeah, let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions for me on books that I definitely should read, I'm always looking for new book suggestions. I devour books, so more is always better when it comes to books. And I'm never afraid to spend money, and you shouldn't be either on books, because you just need one gold nugget that'll boost your business, get you a raise, or connect you with someone who's important. So that's all. Appreciate you. Much love. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Let me know what you like, what you read. Have a wonderful time. Peace.